We use mobile phones in our daily lives all the time. As much as 3/4 of you might have used them in the last week to help you navigate somewhere. You might have used it to find the waterfront museum and plan your journey. You might have used it to find a parking space. We can all agree they're very valuable and vital tools in our everyday lives. But not everyone agrees with that. You see, some people are skeptical. They say, ooh, it'll make your brain fry, it'll give you cancer. But I'm a little skeptical about that. Now, I want to talk to you about a connection that the telephone has to cancer, but not in the way they're trying to tell you. So Alexander Graham Bell invented the telephone in the late 19th century, but you already knew that. Did you know, however, that he went on to co-discover an effect in nature that's been used all across science research and even cancer therapy? So I'll take you back. In 1880, Alexander Graham Bell and his assistant discovered an effect where a material absorbing light waves would heat up, vibrate, and produce sound waves. And they found that if you had a different material, it made a different sound. This is called the photoacoustic effect. So the photo part is from the light being absorbed, and the acoustic part is the sound being emitted. Now, sound and light are forms of waves. They have a property called a wavelength. Sound, different wavelengths are like different notes in music. Da-da-da-dum. And light, those different wavelengths are like color. So grass will absorb certain wavelengths of light. It'll absorb red or blue, and then it will reflect other ones. So we see green because the grass is reflecting some of that light, and only some of it back to us. What's important is different materials absorb different wavelengths of light. And in the photoacoustic effect, we use that for imaging. It makes it very powerful. We can identify different parts of a sample based on what wavelengths of light they'll absorb. So in cancer, there's a process called neoangiogenesis. This is the rapid growth of lots of blood vessels which will provide blood to the tumor. That kind of tissue that's going through this process absorbs a different wavelength of light to ordinary tissue. And so what we can do is we can spot very specific areas in someone's tissue that is cancerous and other areas that are not so cancerous. What this means is that when we're treating the patient, we know exactly where to target. So it's pretty fantastic in my eyes that a discovery made in the same lab as the first telephone led us to develop and harness something in cancer therapy. Telephones don't give you cancer, but they gave us something that helps us fight it. Thank you.